Welcome to Star Wars Playtime, where I play the old Star Wars games so you don't have to. This video is going to be a little bit different than the normal for a couple of reasons. One is that I've been ridiculously busy and I've blown right past the deadline to get this video up, so I'm cutting some corners. The other is that there's really not a lot to this game. I was lucky enough to attend the very first Star Wars Celebration Europe way back in 2007. I was backpacking through Europe and there was no way I was going to miss this opportunity. One of the big things I remember was announced at Celebration Europe was the trailer for a new show, The Clone Wars. I was a huge fan of the Cartoon Network Clone Wars series and was pretty dubious about this new show. My misgivings were not put to rest with the release of the feature-length introduction to the series in 2008. Even with the growing pains of the first season though, there were still some amazing episodes. The trilogy of episodes on Rylos, which featured Cham Syndulla, father to Hera Syndulla, who later appeared in the Rebels TV show, were particular standouts to me. The Clone Wars is now widely regarded as some of the best Star Wars content going around, and with how much potential there is in that period of time, it was inevitable that we would get Clone Wars branded games. I'm not talking about games that took place in the Clone Wars, like the vehicle-based Clone Wars games I covered back in March. These were games that were made to have the same look and feel as the TV show. I've picked up a couple of these Clone Wars games over the last couple of years, but I haven't played any of these before, so this is a new experience for me. This time round, I'll be playing the Clone Wars Jedi Alliance on the Nintendo DS. While I don't have an original DS, I do have my Majora's Mask edition of the 3D XL, which is backwards compatible with DS games. I also have no way to capture the game footage from my DS, so most of this episode is just going to be me as a talking head. I'm curious to find out how this will go, as early DS games weren't known for their processing power. Let's get into the game. The story opens on the freighter Setter 1. It's transporting lightsaber crystals from Ilum to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, as it's too dangerous for Padawans to travel there. When it falls under attack, a call is put through to the Jedi Council. Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu, Plo Koon and Kit Fisto are on hand, and the player selects two of them to head off to investigate. All levels start with the player selecting two of these Jedi. The Jedi discover that the Night Sisters, Force Witches from Dathomir, are stealing the crystals. They track the Night Sisters to Rhodia, while also looking for clues in Coruscant's underworld through Zero the Hutt. They find Asajj Ventress holding Zero captive. After freeing him, an ex-Night Sister named Roz Lai, who gives the Jedi a data chip. Back on Rhodia, the Jedi continue to search for answers, where they learn that the Night Sisters are working with the Separatists, and using the crystals to absorb Force energy. The Jedi then head to Christophsis to rescue Senator Amidala, where they learn that the Separatists are mining crystals there to power a super weapon. With what the Jedi have learnt about the Night Sisters, they head to Dathomir. The Force Witches are using ancient Force secrets to imbue the crystals with living energy to power the Separatist super weapon, the Devastation. The alliance between the Night Sisters and the Separatists fall apart when the Separatists decide to test the Devastation on Dathomir, and the Night Sisters take control of the super weapon. When the Jedi defeat them, the Night Sisters destroy the Devastation out of spite. Gameplay wise, the Clone Wars Jedi Alliance on the DS is very ordinary. It plays like an old point and click adventure game, but without any of the good puzzle solving. You use the touch screen controls to move your character around for combat or interactions. And there have been games that have done this well, but Jedi Alliance is not one of them. It feels clunky and combat just dissolves into a tapathon. You are supposed to be able to do high and low attacks depending on where you tap, but it never felt like that had any great impact. There's a few little puzzles along the way, like using the touchscreen to drag the correct icons to the correct slots to unlock doors and activate computers. There's even one for plunging your lightsaber through a door, and you can fail that. I found it both frustrating and hilarious. Jedi Alliance has quick time events where you touch and drag the screen. Normally, when you fail a quick time event, you're sent back to the beginning of the event, but for some reason, this game chooses to send you right back to the last checkpoint. That means you must make your way back to where the event starts again and again if you fail. I know what you're thinking though, it's a quick time event, and I shouldn't be failing those. But I did, so shut up! I like being able to select 2 Jedi per mission. You only played as one, but the other was there to support you, and actually did things. They killed enemies, and the more you use a particular combination of Jedi, the better they work together, making the long run easier for the player. There's plenty of unlockables, such as new skins for one of the 6 playable Jedi, so finding the secrets in each level is rewarding. The style of the game perfectly captured the Clone Wars TV show. From the character models looking like the ones in the show to the same voice actors being used, it feels like another episode of the Clone Wars. They even got the dramatic voiceover guy to do intros on levels. I really wanted to like this game more. The presentation of it is top notch for a DS game, but the gameplay is just bad. I kind of wish that it had gotten a version for one of the non-handheld consoles to see how it would have played. I would have genuinely liked to see more of the Jedi combinations. With all that in mind, I give the Clone Wars Jedi Alliance my Star Wars playtime rating of Stormtrooper AIM. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've enjoyed putting it together and I really hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you have, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so you can see more of my content and give me advice on what games you want to see me play next. But thank you and we'll see you next time.